What is up, everybody? Welcome to this Veterans Day edition of the Unrelated Sports Podcast. I'm Andy McConnell. With me, as always, is my co-host, and I think he's still a Dolphins fan, Mr. Cody Allstat.
Till the day I die.
Cody, how are we?
I'm doing great. We beat the Bills. Not things I've said a lot over the last 8 years.
Because this is, what, three times in the last 8 years? Yeah.
Yes.
You guys look good.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
And
actually, I know we're way before, like, we're to the point where we talk about football
yep.
But I know Tua threw 2 picks. They were picks that I was 100% okay with in the moment, even.
Because I saw
they were punts.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I got the not the notification, but I saw on Twitter, the NFL's Twitter account posted that the Tua got picked on the opening drive. And so I was just looking just to see, okay, how bad was it? And I saw it down in distance, and I saw it. It's like, oh no, that's
a
punt. Like that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Not compared to the opposing quarterback throwing one in the end zone.
Yeah. Yeah, twice that they did that. And actually, I guess him and McDaniel had that conversation of, like, before him in those types of situations, 3rd and long, you can flip the field, throw it up, because you can throw a pick, and that's a punt.
Yep.
More than likely, there's usually somebody in cover that there to tackle him or whatever anyway. So you might get a pass interference, you might catch it. Like, there's a lot of good things that can happen.
Yeah, exactly. So, I wish more teams did that.
Losing big. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, to pick on Tua's resume, which he's thrown more than he ever has this year, but whatever.
Yeah. But, again, we'll come back to this game because I really just want to get your thoughts on this game.
I was very happy.
So, did you have a good rest of the weekend, though, kind sir?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Really relaxing, didn't have anything going on, nothing pressing, just stayed home, watched football all day.
Good. And you're feeling better compared to last week, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Way better. I don't know. I'm going to say that as you age, different foods will have different effects on you, and I am finding I do not handle dairy very well, and going out for pizza was not a good idea last Tuesday night.
See, I got Wisconsin blood in me, so I don't think I'll ever get sick of dairy.
I didn't think it was going to happen to me, but holy cow, it did. It's coming with a vengeance. And I did not mean holy cow, but it worked.
Hey, yeah, I didn't even pick up on that. That was good.
Yeah.
No, that was good. You know what? I also watched a lot of football over the weekend, believe it or not.
Nice. Strange. That blows my mind.
I know. Including a game that we're going to touch on a little bit later that you and I watched together.
We did. That was fun. That was
I know.
Strange.
Again, we'll touch on that a little bit later.
Yes.
It was good. Now, Cody, since we recorded last time, the baseball season ended.
It did.
What a World Series it was. My gosh.
I actually watched it, and it was a fun little watch, the last game. I mean, I was watching it on my phone while I was watching the movie Vacation at the same time, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, LA Dodgers went back-to-back World Series, beat the Blue Jays in 11. What a wild and crazy Game 7 it was.
It was intense. The Blue Jays were this close. They were that close. Like
for those watching on YouTube, it was about an inch. That's how close they were.
If that.
Yeah, because there was a close play at the plate. I think it was at bottom of the 9th or the bottom of the 10th. Where the Blue Jays had like the bases loaded, runners on. Yeah, they had bases loaded, and balls hit hard to the second baseman. I think it was Miguel Rojas who actually hit the game-tying home run in the 9th. He was off balance, fires the ball to home plate, and they get Isaiah Kiner-Falefa out by about an inch.
Yeah,
and all because he slid too. He didn't have to slide. I think if he doesn't slide, he's safe. On a force play, you don't have to. There's
so many woulda, coulda, shouldas.
And then for the 6th straight year in a row, Will Smith has won the World Series. It has been a part of a World Series victory. Not the same Will Smith, but a player named Will Smith has won the World Series.
That's funny.
6 years in a row. And this one hit the game winning home run in the top of the 11th.
It's not the singer of We Going to Miami? Party in the City where the heat is on all night in the beach? No?
No, not the one also that
Fresh
went to
Prince?
Bel Air. Yeah. Oh boy,
Same guy.
but and also this Yamamoto guy for the Dodgers, not Mr. Otani, but Mr. Yamamoto,
Yeah.
threw like 100 pitches in Game 6, and then proceeded to come back and threw like 40 in Game 7 and won a World Series MVP.
Insane.
Not human. Not human at all.
Japan? Japanese?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they seem to have some good baseball players over there.
Yeah. And there's more coming, and there might be even more coming to the Dodgers too.
Oh, yeah?
That's great. That's just
The Tokyo Dodgers or what?
yeah. Basically, that's exactly what they're becoming.
Hey, if it's working for them, I guess. What can
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah.
Why aren't more teams going after the Japanese players? Money?
There's this thing called money. I don't know if you know what it is or not, but it's called money. And
Are the Yankees going after them? Because like usually, the Yankees like to throw some cash around.
yeah, but the Dodgers are the new Yankees.
Okay.
Whatever Steinbrenner, I think it's Hank. Whatever one is running the Yankees now, or maybe I think it's Hank. I can't remember which Steinbrenner it is. He's not as frugal as his, I think, father. It's either father or grandfather. Can't remember what his relationship is to George, but he doesn't like to spend as much money.
So he's more frugal than.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I was.
Yeah.
Confused.
I mean, they still spend money, but yeah, it's not the mother load of what the Dodgers are able to spend with their I think they have 4 investors on their team, basically. So, yeah, but I know baseball might be headed for a lockout because stuff's not good right now.
Oh really? I did not know that.
Yeah, kind of same thing with what's going on with the WNBA,
Okay.
and then also the sports betting stuff that's in the news of late, and that's not good. How would you like throwing away $6 million because of $7,500?
It seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad investment, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't gamble, kids. It's not worth it.
Who was it? I just saw was facing up to 65 years for a $10,000 bet or something.
Yeah, 2 pitchers for the Cleveland Guardians. Emmanuel Clase, their stud closer, and Luis Ortiz, one of their other relievers.
Okay.
Basically for intentionally throwing first pitches of the inning balls, throwing them in the dirt. And the funny thing is, one of the pitches they intentionally tried to throw, one of the Dodgers players when they were playing the Dodgers swung at it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And cost them $7,500.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
gotta love it.
But
yeah. Don't know if Andy Pajes was getting money on the other side. Maybe he had the other side of the coin. You never know.
That's true.
Could be.
I wonder how deep this goes. It's going to be conspiracy theories type of that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're never going to know the answer.
You know it goes deeper.
Oh.
Minus Shohei Ohtani. He's completely clean.
Well, yeah. It was all his translator.
All his interpreter.
100%.
For now. Until something else happens again. Hey, one other thing quick. Not baseball related. Did you see that Liv is making some changes to their golf next year?
Yeah. They're gonna have to wear pants. That's the big one for me.
Yeah.
That sucks for them. You go to this unstructured, you get to wear shorts, play blast music. You can still play music.
Yeah.
Shotgun starts.
But you can't wear shorts anymore.
And also they're going to be playing 72 holes.
Yeah, so they might have to change up their name.
Yeah, I did not realize that's where they got their name. Was the Liv was L-I-V in Roman numerals. You pointed that out to me.
Yep.
You're a smarter guy than I knew.
Thanks, Cody.
I mean, your intelligence being more than I thought doesn't take a whole lot, but the fact that you can walk and talk at the same time kind of proves that.
Hey, I can even chew gum as well.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I'm as surprised as you are.
Blows me away.
I know. But yeah, the funny thing is too, for them going to 72 holes, only 3 golfers wanted that of their 54.
Yeah, they're a real democracy there, aren't they?
Wait, does that mean are they gonna have to increase their team sizes?
That just hit me. You said it was
Yeah, which
51 voted no, 53 voted, or 3
yeah,
voted yes. There's
yeah,
54 players.
yeah, huh? But I actually I don't think they could. I don't know if they could though, because then you'd have to have like 6 people per hole.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, no, you wouldn't. You just have to add one more person. You'd have to have 4 people. You could do that. 4 people per hole. Played foursomes. Yeah. Especially with a shotgun start.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. Again, these things are just popping in my head right now. So,
It's funny because like that literally dawned on me like as, huh?
but here's the thing, Cody. How much do we really care about this?
None. Absolutely none.
Exactly.
Live is
Exactly.
terrible.
Yeah. Nobody watched it, so nobody cares.
No, they don't. They don't care.
No. I
The
mean,
Saudis don't care.
heck, Phil Mickelson is more just trying to argue with journalists and everybody else on Twitter right now.
Yes.
So, it's just bad.
He's entertaining.
Sure, we'll go with that. But I guess one way or another, he is for.
Yeah.
But as we talked about,
no press is bad press.
Like him and Bryson have done complete 180s, and it's weird because Bryson's also on Live, but it's just like their reputations have done complete 180s within the last like year and a half.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, and then one last thing, my Stars lost to your team.
Yeah, you did buy me a pop.
Yep. I did.
Just so everybody knows, we have a standing bet. Just anytime any of our teams play each other,
yep.
This is just a pop because that's what Andy and I do.
Minus when the Twins and Marlins play each other, we just cry.
Yeah, like I don't think there is winning in that scenario.
No, there's just one team sucking less than the other team.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Neither team earned it. The other team just blew it worse.
Yeah, exactly. No. So. Yeah, at least we put that out now that everybody understands.
Have the Twins ever won a series?
A World Series? Yeah.
Yeah.
87 and 91.
Oh, the year I was born. 87. That's.
Yeah. And then, obviously the Marlins have won 97 and 03. And they beat the Yankees. They did something the Twins can't do. They beat the Yankees.
Sad that the Marlins, who are just a terrible organization, have won a World Series since the last time the Dolphins won a playoff game.
Oh my gosh.
The Heat have won multiple national championships since the last time the Dolphins won
a playoff
game. The Panthers have won multiple
Stanley
championships
Cups.
Since the last time the Dolphins won a playoff game.
Maybe not this year, though. How's the weather down at the bottom, Cody?
Hey, I don't think they've climbed a little bit, actually. They won.
Okay, good. So they're like third from the bottom now.
They beat Golden Knights.
Good. I hate Vegas.
I think they might have beat San Jose the other night.
Okay, good. Dallas won in Ottawa tonight in overtime. Which I was watching the very end of that, and they had 4 shots on goal in about a span of 5 seconds, and the 4th one finally got home.
Wow.
Yeah.
So. Standings.
Yeah, no, I'm looking right now. Oh my gosh, you guys are up to 23rd overall.
It's almost like it's pretty early in the season, and it's a pretty tight race between everybody.
That's true. We're almost at the quarter pole already. We're about a fifth of the way through.
I mean, how many points do you get for a win in the? Yeah,
2 for a win, 1 for a loss in
overtime
or a shootout, and 0 for a regulation loss.
Like one win puts them up 12 spots.
That's insane.
Right now. So I mean,
that is absolutely insane.
In their division, they're bottom 3. In their conference, they're 4th from the bottom.
Hey, but you're not at the bottom at least.
No.
Or it could be one of those started from the bottom. Now you're here. Now you're slowly getting here.
I don't think the panic button is not even warmed up yet.
I think, heck, you guys are still trying to sip out of the Stanley Cup right now.
Exactly.
So.
I don't know if you know that we still have a pretty good goalie. Who?
Sergei Bobrovsky.
The one jersey I want to get from Florida.
Would you want to get a red one or a white one, or what? Or what would you go for?
Red.
Red. Okay.
Yeah, I have too many white clothes, and white clothes don't last them. I just stain everything.
Yeah. No,
Everything.
trust me,
Everything
I know
white
that.
is-
I know that.
I need some red.
Hey, and that way, red. If you
I
bleed
can
on
wear
it,
it on
then you.
exactly, which comes in handy in hockey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is the one sport where fighting is encouraged.
Well, boxing too, but
Yeah, mixed martial arts. Okay, okay. There's more. There is a lot more, I
fighting.
guess.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Um. Hey,
and
and speaking
actually
of,
Daniel
oh,
Jones too.
oh, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, that was bad. But hey, speaking of fights, the F1 title fight done. It's over.
Yeah,
It,
yep.
it's Lando's for yeah. Unless if he completely collapses these next 3 weeks, it's his. He doesn't even have to win the next 3 weeks. He can finish second all 3 weeks, and the title still his, which is good for him. However, Max Verstappen is still the best driver on the F1
Oh,
circuit.
100%.
He started from the pits in, I think they were in Brazil, I believe, over the weekend. Started from the pits, and he was leading with 20 laps to go. And he probably honestly could have stayed out. He might have been able to still win the race. But they pitted him for soft tires, and he just ran out of time and ran out of tire.
Okay.
So he finished third. So started in the pits, and strictly on merit, despite having a flat tire, still finished on the podium.
Wow.
He's good. He's very good.
Very good.
Especially for F1 is basically a hobby for him. It's not his day job. That is still the craziest
crazy.
thing.
Because it's video gaming, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Do you have an NBA update for us, sir?
Oh, yeah, the NBA. So, it's stupid.
Okay, good. There's your NBA update brought to you by Cody.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
I do have some wrestling news.
Ooh, okay. What we got? We haven't had any wrestling news for a while.
Well, first of all, the Hawkeye season opened up last week.
Okay.
Against some random team. I can't remember what. A nobody team. Iowa won it 40-0. They didn't lose a match. Whatever.
Shoot. Okay.
They shouldn't have anyway. I mean, it was maybe one or two matches that was close, but nothing big. But coming, I think this weekend is the in Tulsa. There is the dual meet national championship, which invite only type of thing. Top 16 or schools come, but
Okay.
invites, and of course Penn State didn't want the heat, so they didn't come. Iowa's number one seed. UNI's in it. Iowa State's in it. Missouri, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is going to be a force to be reckoned with. They had three or four true freshmen wrestle this last week against Stanford, and they all there's three true freshmen that upset ranked guys. So they're going to be very good for a long time. Yeah. Iowa also, though, had probably one of the biggest nights in wrestling in program history. Was that Sunday? They had four top ranked commits within a span of 17 minutes.
Holy cow.
So three of them were from the class of 2027. There was the number 3 ranked guy, the number 40th, and I think the number 11. And then for the next year, they had the number 1 recruit for 2028.
Nice.
They had the number 1 recruit and maybe the number 8, something like that. So the 4 of them are from New Jersey, and the other one's from Pennsylvania. There's a big pipeline from New Jersey coming to Iowa right now. They've got probably 2 wrestlers there right now, another one committed, plus the 4 that just committed from Jersey on their roster or in the wings. And the four of them are two sets of brothers. So there is
Shoot.
a sophomore, junior brother set of brothers, or two sophomores and juniors, one of each from each brotherhood, basically. They called themselves. They've been working out together for years. They call themselves the Basement Brothers because they work out in their basement and they committed
Nice.
together. It was awesome.
Nice. You like to see
I
that.
am back in. Not that I was ever out, but
But now you're
and then
really back in.
there was, I don't know if you know Kale Sonnen or something. He was a big Chael.
Oh, Chael Sonnen?
Yes,
Yep.
he's a big. He was, I think he was a wrestler.
And then UFC fighter.
UFC
Yep.
big. And anyway, he gave Angelo Ferrari a little rage bait. I think. Max McElhaney or something from 184-pound runner-up last year. No, not runner-up. Third place finisher last year. Maybe fourth. Anyway, he was All-American last year for Minnesota, and he's coming into the season ranked number one. He at the weight class, he Chael said that he is way better than Angelo, or that he's man among boys basically, and
Ooh.
he's too much for Angelo. Who Angelo beat some pretty good wrestlers last year and couldn't. The 5-time NCAA champ from Pet OU couldn't get a takedown on him. So good luck. I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a dogfight. I don't know that Angelo is head and shoulders better than Max and vice versa, but I think it's going to be a really good match multiple times next year.
Well, that's good. And then you can have some
This year,
build up going into this year of like, oh, hey, you might see these two down the road battling for a championship potentially. So
multiple. I think this might be multiple year battle.
that's good though. You like rivalries.
You
It
do
builds sports.
what sports are all about.
Exactly. Um, let's see. Any Wrexham stuff at all? Yeah.
Wrexham actually. So I think they, since last time we've talked, they've had a draw and a win. So they're kind of smack dab in the middle of their table right now, and kind of where they want to be. I think.
Okay.
They're winning some games at home. They're playing okay.
Okay. And like we've talked about, this is kind of what they want. They don't. They still don't. It would be cool if they moved up, but don't want that yet.
I think it would actually be a hindrance to their long term plans or goals if they did.
Look at you with the big vocab word, by the way.
Right?
Hindrance. Look at you.
I'm a pretty smart guy. I actually had a little update on my friend Scott's boy, Will Biederman.
Mhm.
His let me see if I can. He just got done with like a tournament down in Kansas City that his FC United, which is out of Cedar Rapids, I believe. They just won the HIT Kansas City tournament without allowing a single goal. They were champions at the Chicago Cup at the beginning of this season, and they also had they basically had almost a perfect, or they had a perfect season on their regular season. They only conceded one goal all season.
Oh my gosh.
So they're pretty good. Will's a defenseman. I don't remember what Scott said his main position was, but yeah, he's going to be a name to watch. He's got some big time, like more tournaments coming. I think with like bigger clubs instead of like Cedar Rapids. I think more Midwest clubs
Nice.
now, and yeah, I know he's going to be playing in Chicago soon. Yeah, sounds like things are going well.
And how old is he?
12.
Holy mother mercy.
Oh, 12 or let's say.
Okay.
I think he'll be 13 in December.
Dane.
Just crazy because I remember going and visiting them when he was born.
You gotta love that, don't you? Like, you
It's
just,
crazy. It's like
yeah,
he's
I know,
a
because
grown little man, dude.
I see like uh my cousins that I've seen and I know them when they were like basically to my knees, or like even basically to my waist, which isn't saying a lot because how short I am. But now
Right.
I see a couple of them, or one of them in particular, who I think is getting it. I think he's a junior this year in high school, and he's like just towering over me. It's like, my gosh,
What
it's
happened?
insane. Yeah. Um. Okay. Anything else you want to touch on at all?
Let's see. Nothing rugby. I do know the Winter Olympics are coming up. That kind of snuck up on me.
Yeah, I
I've
kind of
seen a couple advertisements on it lately.
I don't know. I've seen that too. Yeah, I always kind of forget about just the winter isn't as highly publicized as the
No,
Summer Olympics.
which is why I think that they should move the wrestling into the winter. I think it would be a premier sport in the winter Olympics, but
I think you're right.
that's just me.
Hey, that's right. We got curling though. We got to
Yes,
get psyched
that
for
is fun
curling.
to watch.
It is.
I really like.
Um,
I mean, obviously, like a lot of the skiing stuff is and snowboarding is awesome, but
the speed skating's fun to watch.
yeah,
Like I
Paulo
was
Ono
like,
was one.
yeah. Um, and then yeah, the hockey is more going to be if the NHL lets the pros actually participate.
I wish they didn't. Honestly, I like more of an amateur. Like you think of the 1980 Olympic team. I
Yeah,
I do.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's like with basketball. Like it helps when you get your bigger names out there, though.
Yes, but I would rather have amateurs playing, like college basketball players playing in it.
Okay, I guess
I
I can understand your point.
And plus, like the United States kind of dominates it. It might be a little bit better to
Oh,
have
not
college
hot,
players. No, not in
not for
hockey,
hockey.
but no, but in basketball.
Oh, basketball. Okay, that can
It
yeah.
might make it
Okay,
a little bit more competitive.
I don't know.
They actually have been a few years, yes.
Yeah, the last few years they've actually had their last couple Olympics. They've actually had more of a fight.
Maybe that's because like some of those other countries they play defense, and the United States doesn't know how to do that.
What's defense?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Um,
guess Cody. Without
One
further
second.
ado.
Let me just double check. Do we
Okay.
have anything else to cover?
Well,
I feel like we're
that's the thing.
missing something.
I was going through all the things in my head, and I got nothing. Because we talked hockey.
Oh, you didn't
You
talk
talked.
NASCAR
I'm
because we
still
never
ticked
talked
off.
about your.
Oh,
We
I'm
did
still
not
ticked
talk
off.
about the
The
finals
season
of
finale.
that.
I'm still ticked. I don't even want to touch on it. I'm still ticked off about how stupid everything ended.
All right. Um.
It it is 96 days till the Total 500 though. Just an FYI.
Oh, nothing new with the WNBA, right? There's no talk
No.
about there's a pending lockout.
Yep. Penny lockout. That's about it.
Okay.
So without further ado, do you want to talk about football?
I thought you never asked.
Okay. So before we technically get into football, I do want to get into our pest of the week because it also ties in with football, if that makes
Okay.
sense. So if that's all right.
Our Decora Pest Control Pest of the Week is brought to you by Decora Pest Control, where Cass offers monthly and quarterly services for residential and commercial pest control for earwigs, cockroaches, ants, bed bugs, bees, fleas, box elder bugs, mice, and rats. And it is getting colder. Mice might be trying to find their way into your house. Cass also offers termite inspection. Mortgage rates are coming down. Time to have him inspect your house. And there's a lot of houses out there. Anyway, call Cass at 563-419-3251 and tell him the boys at Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you.
That's us.
That is us.
Hey, so does that mean should we leave out cheese for the rodent son?
No.
No. Okay. I just thought to ask. You never know.
Terrible idea. Just
Okay.
idiotic.
I do have a lot of terrible ideas.
Yes, you do. I
Um,
can confer.
okay. Well, thanks, Cody. That's not our pest of the week, though. What our pest of the week is: billion-dollar companies being extra, extra, extra greedy and killing the middleman.
Yeah.
So Disney, the mouse, we've went after them before. They're in a big war with Google. I don't know. Have you heard of them before, Cody?
Let me Google it. Oh, I have. Yes.
Okay, good. Because Disney and Google, meaning ESPN, well, actually, there's a lot of the Disney programs, but mostly ESPN and YouTube TV are in this war right now where there are no Disney programs being shown on YouTube TV. That means no ABC, no ESPN, no SEC network, ACC network, you name it, basically.
Yep. There's a
All
lot
because,
controlled by the mouse.
yeah, all because Disney doesn't want to pay YouTube TV what YouTube TV is asking. Like, YouTube TV is maybe asking for a little bit more money from ESPN to be able to show their programs. And because of that, if you have YouTube TV, you can't watch college football, meaning the SEC on ESPN. You can't watch Monday Night Football, like last night's game between Green Bay and Philly, which I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it might have been a good thing that people didn't get to watch. But all this greed is hurting the people that have YouTube TV, and they cannot find other means then to
Yeah, it's
watch what they want.
terrible.
And I mean, people could subscribe to, I think it's Sling or Fubo, or they could
Yeah.
go to Hulu. But Cody, who owns those
Oh
services?
yeah, Hulu is owned by the mouse.
Yeah, so is the other ones that I mentioned. They're owned by the mouse, which is what Disney wants. They want either you to subscribe to those or to subscribe to their new ESPN direct to consumer service that they have. Oh boy, yeah, it's not good. And I've heard like Disney's losing like $30 million each day
Yes,
because of this.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, just a little bit. And I've heard a lot of people they're not
Oh
caving
yeah.
like a lot. I mean, some of them have gotten rid of YouTube TV, but some of them are just like, okay, I don't watch anything. I don't
Oh
watch
yeah.
ESPN outside of live sports anyway. So it's like,
Yeah, I don't. I used to watch a lot of like Sports Center and stuff like that, but today was actually probably the first time I have, and that's just because it was between. Like, I couldn't watch a full episode of a show I was going to stream, so I was like, yeah, let's see. And Pat McAfee was on, so
yep.
he had the president on.
Which Perez was at a football game this past weekend.
Yes, he was, but he was on the Pat McAfee show today too.
Yeah, I mean, Pat has such a strong. I mean, between Pat's show and probably Scott Van Pelt's Sports Center, those are the two big shows. Like, that's it. And I mean, people haven't been able to watch College Game Day, where they had this Mahomes guy on there for BYU Texas Tech. Like, I still think eventually somebody's going to cave. I just don't know who. But yeah, it's messed up for the people that don't have the luxury of having other means to watch TV like that. Like, for the people that just strictly have YouTube TV, it's hurting them from being able to watch other football games.
It's stupid and petty, and yeah.
But while ESPN is struggling with this, who should this be helping, Cody? Do you know?
No.
Fox.
Oh.
And Fox had a pretty big game over the weekend. Well, big-ish game on Saturday. And it brings me to the part I've been looking most forward to asking this whole podcast. Cody, how was it watching the Indiana Penn State game with me?
I watched the last, 10 minutes?
Well,
I mean,
4. Yeah. 4 in game time, but then, probably 10, 15, I would say.
Yeah. Intense. You are way more, I wouldn't say you're tense, intense,
animated.
And I've seen more animated.
Okay,
but we were also at break.
That's true.
At a break table.
That's true.
Hesitant. You don't believe anything until it is confirmed for sure.
Yep.
You could tell you've been burned before.
Yep.
So that was fun to watch because like I was like, no, that's a catch. I, I got to see it again.
Yep, I got
That's a
to see it for
catch.
sure. Yep, got to see it for sure. Like that play to the tight end when they're driving down the field, and it's like,
Yeah.
which that was a heck of a grab. But then even like, and now you agreed with me on this, but like I think it was like 2 plays before, or maybe the play before, where Mendoza has an easy check down when Indiana's down 4. By the way, I should preface
Yep.
this, but Indiana's down 4. He has an easy check down. I'm saying throw the check down, throw the check down, throw the check down. Instead he decides to rip it 25 yards right down the seam, which worked out good.
Yeah. Worked out very well.
And then Cody, we get to the play of the game.
I mean, well, actually, like the one on the sideline could have been catch
Oh yeah,
of
that's true.
the week, 9 weeks out of 10,
Yeah, that is
but
true.
not this week.
By a tight end who had going into the game had only caught 7 passes, and he catches 7 passes during Saturday's
And
game.
one of them was a toe tapping, beautiful grab on the sideline.
Yep.
For a first down.
Yep, 4 first down to get him down to like the was it inside the 10 or inside the 5? One of the two.
Yeah.
Which again was going to be the play of the game, if not for Omar Cooper.
Oh my goodness, that was okay. Andy almost got hit in the nuts by the ref.
Yeah, he did. But
how did he come down with that?
I don't know, because here are my emotions in real time. Mendoza takes a snap, he gets pressured, he chucks the ball, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, he's probably, I mean, it's probably going to go out of bounds. It looked hot.
Yeah.
But then I see Cooper jumps up, grabs the ball, and I'm thinking, oh, okay. And this is all within about a 2-second time span. This is all that's going through my mind. And then I see him get contact, and it looks like, oh, shoot, he's going to get drug out of bounds. And then as he's coming down to the ground, I see the foot hit, and I'm thinking, I think he might have gotten his foot down. And then the ref signals touchdown, and I am borderline losing it, but at the same time, I'm like, I gotta wait.
You kept your composure. I was like, oh, that's a catch. I was saying that's a catch out loud immediately.
Yeah.
You were like, I have to find out.
I know. But then at the same time, I'm like, okay, they called it a catch on the field, which should mean that they need to find definitive evidence that he did not catch it. And then you watch, and as a feeder coming down to the ground, it's like, oh my word, I think he got both feet in.
Yeah.
That's in the
touchdown
NFL.
In the NFL. Yeah.
And then as soon as they call touchdown, I give you a big high five, and
it was you were intense.
I was, and Indiana wins at Penn State for the first time ever.
That's crazy.
And beats Penn State for the first time since
Penn
2021 with Penn State since the Michael Penix game.
Yeah, Indiana had no reason to win that game. Like they did not deserve it for 3.5 quarters.
Oh no! It's the other way around. They dominated that game for 3.5 quarters. They were up to what was it, 20-3?
Oh yeah, yep. Yes, they were way ahead, and then they gave it away.
They had no business not winning that game.
Yes, and then they tried to give it away. That's right.
Yep. And with poor tackling, Mendoza threw not a bad pick, but it was just late.
It was a bad pick.
Yeah, and then
yes,
yeah, just I still don't know how they won that game.
Yeah, they I forgot. Like, yeah, at first when I was watching, I was like, "Oh, this game's already in hand," and then it's like, "How is Penn State up again?" Or how is Penn State up?
Poor tackling, just really poor tackling. It was not good. But now IU's 10-0. All they have to do is beat Wisconsin, beat Purdue, and they're going to the Big Ten championship game, which are words outside of a video game, I never thought I would say.
Insane.
So, but most importantly, did you have fun watching the game with me?
I did. It was a good time. I tried to be respectful. I didn't say anything stupid. I wanted to punch other people around us, but
yeah, I'm just glad you got to experience that with me.
Yeah, that was good.
And just again, I know other people enjoy just watching my facial reactions more. Me See,
I enjoy the sport more. Like I'm not so.
Yeah. But see, you were actually watching the screen with me. There's some other people that couldn't see the screen that were just watching.
Yes.
Me, and it's like, yeah.
Andy needs to go out.
That was, oh my gosh, that was so freaking awesome. That was good. The Iowa-Oregon game was
sloppy.
Sloppy and Iowa lost on the one thing that they're actually supposed to be good at: punting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when they came down and took the lead, though, when Gronowski scores a rushing touchdown, you're thinking, "Oh shoot, this is."
I know. I immediately thought there's too much time. They're going to blow this. If
I
they would
thought
have
they,
gotten that, if they would have gotten that 2-point conversion, I
yeah.
might have thought they had a chance. But
Well, and
actually,
my
there was
biggest.
there was
Oh,
a
good.
was it Pat McAfee? It might have been McAfee. I don't remember who it was, but there was somebody that called a 15-16 game with a safety, Iowa winning it, and
Was
it
it?
would have been that.
I don't think it was Pat. Was it Herbie? Herbstreit, maybe.
It
Herbstreit
might
was
have been
saving.
Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah. Yeah. It. I mean, the game was like it was Iowa football
Oh
to a
yeah,
T. Like, but the thing that's ticked me off this whole year, just more from Iowa's perspective, outside of the Indiana game where they blitzed all night, Phil Parker sits back,
yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
and late in the game where your minute left, Oregon still had what, a timeout, two timeouts maybe, something like that. I don't know how many timeouts they had left, but he sat back and he let Oregon pick you apart and drive down the field instead of should have sent the house. And don't get me wrong, their quarterback made a heck of a throw, finally to get him down into
Oh
field goal
yeah,
range. That was,
yes.
but maybe if you send the house, maybe
Doesn't
stuff
have time.
changes a little bit. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now Iowa falls to 20. They only fell one spot in the polls. They're down 21. So I still don't think there's any way at all that they get a playoff spot,
No,
unless if
they were gonna have to run the
Petey,
table.
they beat SC, maybe.
I think they'd have to handily beat USC
Yeah, and
and
that's what I mean.
handily beat Nebraska and what else they got?
Michigan State, and then they need chaos ahead of them. Like
Yes.
Like they need the big bad SEC who supposedly don't have any inferior games at all. They need them to all stumble.
Yeah.
Like when they're playing like the Citadel or something like that. Oh wait, Ole
This
Miss just did that.
this late in the season having a game against Citadel is just BS.
Well, and somebody said, well, what's the difference between them doing that now between like Ohio State playing like Ohio in week 1 or whatever? It's like that's the beginning of the season. That's when you're
Yeah.
supposed to have these games.
Yes. This is a warm up game, not a that's basically like a rest players game.
Yeah, because
Like getting healthy. Like
I can't remember if it's Bama or somebody has it where it might be Bama, where they have a bye, then they play, I don't know, the Iowa School for the Blind, basically, like Mercer
mhm.
or somebody like that. Then they have another bye, and then they play Oregon or Auburn or something like that, where it's like,
They
my
basically have like
gosh,
3 or 4 weeks to get healthy to play Auburn. Where Auburn's
yep,
playing probably a couple of decent schools in there and
yep,
gonna have some banged up players and
yep. And still, then you get a couple healthy weeks. You play Auburn, and then hey, you might not even have to play in the SEC championship game. Get another
right.
few free weeks off, and get ready for the
And then
playoff.
exactly.
So it's just stupid, just absolutely stupid. Um, I still think Ohio State's the number one team in the country. I know
Oh,
they kind of struggle with Purdue a little bit, but they're good. I think Indiana and Texas A&M are probably 2 and 3,
2 or 3,
and then
yes.
after that, I know Texas Tech has dudes. They got a lot
Texas
of
Tech has
dudes.
dudes.
Like I think they're in the same class with Bama and Georgia. I would say, like that's
Yeah.
kind of your next group, and then Oregon, Notre Dame, Texas, like kind of that grouping is next, and then
Yeah.
after that it's I don't know whoever like Georgia Tech, whoever wins the ACC. I don't know. Any other college stuff you want to touch on? Oh,
Not really.
Okay. Well, cool.
It's kind of
So let's dive in to the week that was in the National Football League, shall we?
let's do it.
Okay. I don't really want to, but Thursday night's game was atrocious.
Okay, watching Thursday night's game was comparable to listening to you talk about NASCAR. It just puts a guy to sleep. Nobody should have to live through that. I apologize to anybody who actually has sat through that many times. And that also brings me to the Zip and Zoo's Zinger of the Week. I
That's
tried not to make
bad.
it all. I tried not to make them all about your lack of love life. Trying to lay,
That's fair. That's fun.
yeah,
That's fun.
I'm a giver. But this week that was Zip and Zoob's Zinger, brought to you by the boys at Zip and Zoob's Detailing, where Reese and Ray like to trash talk, but they love to keep vehicles clean inside and out. They clean anything from side by sides, trucks and cars, all the way to skid loaders and tractors. They also love to support first responders, law enforcement, military, and veterans with a Patriot discount of 20% off their detail. Give Reese and Ray a call at 563-380-9772. Especially on this Veterans Day. I know it's
Oh
coming
yeah,
after this by the
but still, when
yeah
when we're recording this, so
yeah
yeah, that game was bad.
it was
Um,
dull.
Denver's 8-2, but I don't.
Who have they played? They're kind of like
Philly.
they're kind of like what Miami was a couple years ago when like they were beating up on crap, and
Mhm.
which one of those crap teams was Denver actually at that time. That
Yeah.
was when they scored 70.
Yep.
But yeah,
Um, I mean,
they'll
they
be
bear.
interesting to watch. They play Kansas City this week, right?
Yes, they do.
That'll be interesting.
I mean, they lost on a little bit of controversy at Indy,
Yeah,
like with the. I mean, but Bo Nix looks meh.
yeah,
I don't know.
like yeah, 8-2. That's a lot to look at, but like
Like, you know what they feel like, and you remember the
the
Titans
Chargers.
teams?
Oh,
No, I was gonna say the Titans from I think it was like the late 2000s. They when they Chris Johnson, like
yeah,
Kerry Collins was like their quarterback, and it's
yeah.
like you kind of wondering how.
When is this gonna end?
Yeah, like how did they go 13-3 or whatever they went?
CJ2K.
Yeah, and then they just get beat in the first round of the playoffs. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the same token, that's kind of like Indy. Like,
That's
I mean, Indy loses in overtime at Atlanta, or wins in overtime across the
yes.
pond against Atlanta. Also, by the way, just want to point out, I did text you about the coin toss controversy in overtime. I picked up
Yeah,
on that right away, and it's like, wait a minute, I don't, because the head ref Cleet Blakeman asked Indy, who was the designated home team, what they wanted to call for the coin toss, and it's like, wait a minute, I don't.
yeah. You texted me right away, but when they came back from commercial, they like corrected it on air. I'm like, wow, Andy's not as dumb as I think he is.
I'm telling you, I pay attention from time to time.
Smart
Um,
guy.
but yeah, then Atlanta does nothing in overtime. Indy gets a ball, and it's a Jonathan Taylor show.
Yeah, 240 some yards rushing or something like that. It was
More, more importantly, 50 fantasy points and helping me get another dub. We'll take that.
yeah. You need
It,
all those you can get.
I'm 500 now, I think.
Nice.
So we've won 4 of our last 5. But
That's good.
is Jonathan Taylor the MVP?
No, because he's not a quarterback. But should he be? Yes. Because I think who else? Like
Stafford. That's it.
that's the only other person that you could probably like say consistently.
Yep. Because Stafford's numbers are actually really, really good.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, I got another question for you. Because I think Taylor is he's eclipsed 7,000 for sure. I think he's getting closer to 8,000 yards in his career. Let's say if he has 1, 2, maybe even 3 more good seasons here, he's a Hall of Famer, right? As weird as that is, not weird, but just you know what I mean.
Right. I mean, he's got what? You said 7,000 through how many seasons?
It's a good question. I think probably 6, maybe 6 or
Okay.
7.
So you put another, let's say, 4,000 over the next 3 years, maybe
Yeah, that
on
gets him
that.
to
That's
11.
11.
Like I think 10's the magic number. Like
I
I
think
could be wrong for running backs.
I think Henry's at what 12,
Yeah, he's at 12.
and he's
Yeah,
played 48 seasons now.
yeah,
It feels
basically
like.
something like that. Yeah,
And I mean he's a first ballot probably.
oh yeah.
I'd have to put Jonathan Taylor in that same category.
I know that's kind of what I've thought too. I think he's more like a Frank Gore, where he just puts up numbers, but he doesn't get quite the love that he probably should. I mean, now
That's
he
because
is.
that's also because of the style where he's like a traditional running back
That is true. Yeah, that is
instead
very true.
of today's, like Alvin Kamara, like
Or McCaffrey. Yeah.
McCaffrey. Yeah,
Yep.
instead of a wide receiver at running back type of thing.
Yeah.
He's
That is
your
true.
bruising, get you. He's a three down back.
Yeah. But and again, I still think Indy's going to go as far as he goes because if they shut him down, I don't think Daniel Jones can win them a
No,
game.
you've started to see some Daniel flashes of the Daniel Jones of
The
old.
Giants. Yeah. Like he had that or second and 20 run, which was nuts, or maybe it was third and 20, or whatever it was,
Yeah,
which
where
why
he got
Atlanta
like
didn't send the
18
house
of
that
them or
down.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty
Um,
awesome.
but then again,
You've always known he's actually got mobility. I mean, he
yeah,
might not be able to keep his feet under him for the entire length of a football field, but most of
yeah.
it.
But yeah, but then he also has a couple of the fumble issues, a couple of
Yeah,
the other
he
interception
doesn't have
issues.
a big thing in the NFL quarterbacks. I think is he doesn't have the pocket awareness that you want a guy to.
No,
There can be a guy right on him, and he does not have any sense of that. Like I don't know how you teach that.
I don't. That's
It's
what
elite
Jalen
guys
Hurts
that
does
have it.
very well. Like I will
Yes.
say, Hurts did that very well last night.
Yeah.
Something that Jordan needs to work on. I mean, it. I think for Love, it's more of he needs to work on what exactly way to turn out of trouble because a couple times he more ran into trouble last night. But
Yeah.
no, Hurts has that really good ability to
Yes, he
sense
does.
trouble and then just run. Um, is Indy the best team in the AFC? I don't think they are
I don't think
personally.
so.
Okay.
Um, I don't know who is though.
I'll tell you who it is. We'll, we'll
Is
we'll
it
get down we'll get down to them, but
is it
I
the
think it's
Ravens? No, oh, you
no.
think it's New England?
I think it's New England. Drake May's playing good ball.
Drake
Vrabel,
May has been playing very good ball.
they're playing
Vrabel
fundamentally sound ball, and I think now they finally let Travion Henderson get the keys to the car.
is probably right.
So we can touch on actually no, we can skip down to that game quick and then we can jump back up. Yeah, May made some big time throws. Henderson had two massive touchdown runs,
Yep.
and he outdueled Baker.
Yeah.
Like Baker looked all right. There were some throws that he made. There was one ball where I think he tried to throw it into quadruple coverage, like within 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, and that was not good. It didn't get picked,
I
but it was.
I think Tampa's kind of starting to show that they don't have enough around Baker right now.
Yeah,
Like with Mike Evans being hurt, and
and with Godwin being hurt and amongst other people,
yes,
yeah. No, I agree with that 100%. And the fact that they can't keep just living in shootout or these close games left and right, because
right,
like what Minnesota showed last year, it all regresses to the mean eventually.
yep,
At least for the good news for Tampa though is that their division, the other teams don't want to come and
right,
win it at all, so they'll at
right.
least get a home playoff game, and then after that, anything can happen. You never know. But yeah, I think as of right now, it's not a confident number one, but I'd say New England's probably top dogs in the
But
AFC at the moment.
New England is also like they're kind of they haven't played as they've played
That is true.
more competition than I'd say the Denver has. I'd have
Yeah.
to look at it, but you look at teams. All these teams got second or third or fourth in their division last year.
Mm-hmm.
That makes their schedule the next year a little easier.
Yep.
That's why I know that because I've seen Miami come from a 1-15 season to an 11-5 season because of just that. They played all of the
Yep.
bottom feeders of the NFL again the next year. So
Yep. Well, and that's like our next game on the docket. It's like the Bears. The Bears are 6-3.
yes,
I think they win one or two games the rest of the year. I think they're a very fraudulent 6-3. Because if Jackson Dart doesn't get concussed, they don't win that game.
right.
And like the previous week, or what was it the previous week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago? Whenever the heck they had the wild shootout with Cincinnati, like
Yeah, how
I,
A little bit of luck comes into that game.
Yeah, like who have they beaten? Like,
Right.
what's their marquee win? Dallas?
And Dallas is pretty fraudulent themselves.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just. And who knows? It could just be the Packer fan of me, too, just wanting to hate on the Bears.
I
But
partially, but I think you're right, though.
And plus,
Yeah.
their schedule gets real coming up because they'll play Minnesota, which Minnesota's hit or miss, depending on which week you get. But they still have to play Detroit again. They have to play the Packers twice.
Do they play Detroit on Thanksgiving?
No, Green Bay does.
Green Bay? Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember who else. Like their schedule gets very very tough. So we'll see with the Bears, but I mean, good for them. They win. They get Brian Dable fired.
Yeah. He'll bounce back.
Future Buffalo Bills head coach Brian Dable. That's my prediction. But I really hope Jackson Dart does not play this week. I want to face Russ because Green Bay plays the Giants this week.
Right.
New coach, the whole new coach thing. You
it's
get a little bit of a bump. It is, but I'd rather face Russ because Russ can't cook anymore. He just burns stuff. Okay, so Cody, speaking of the Bills and why I think they might get fired, what happened to them over the weekend? I know we touched on this already, but
they got their bar circled by Mike McDaniel.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was wondering when the heck you were talking about. It's like, oh yeah.
I know that. Like, I think I've been pretty consistent. I like Mike McDaniel. I want him to stay as our head coach. I think that our biggest problem was more of our scouting and head. Like, Chris Greer getting fired was probably very good for us, and I think they've actually gone after this week. They actually fired a couple of their executives, like in the front office, that had been there for a little long, like 30 some years, and hadn't won a playoff game.
Can I break in just for one quick thing? Speaking of getting fired, there was one little bit of NBA stuff that happened. The Dallas Mavericks fired their GM, who might have traded away Luka Doncic at about this time last year. So,
awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. But, so hey, you guys are 1-0 post Chris Greer.
Yes, we are, and Bills fans are not reacting well.
Shocker.
I saw one Twitter account where it said there are it had 4 options of how this game could go, and it was the Bills win handedly, and then it'd be if that happens, we're back where we should be or whatever. If we win barely, it's good, but maybe we should worry if they lose, or if they barely inch on a win, it's maybe oh god, we're fraudulent. And then if they lose, fire everyone. Well, they didn't have losing big. It was losing by a little bit.
Yeah.
They got their crap kicked in.
Yeah, that was.
Dolphins outplayed them. Dolphins out physicaled the Bills, which hasn't happened in 10 years.
Hey, Cody, guess what? Running the football helps. Believe it or not. Holy cow.
It looked good.
He threw for 306 still? I mean, I know a lot of those are empty yards, but...
Yes.
Wow. Because he only had, 150 midway through the third quarter or something like that? Yeah. He didn't have a lot. Talking about Josh Allen.
Yes.
But, yeah, James Cook was averaging 4 yards a pop on the ground, too. Wow. When they were showing highlights... during the games and stuff, I watched the one play, and Buffalo hadn't had anything going the whole day, and it's where Josh rolled all the way to his left, and then he decided, I'm going to run back 20 yards back across field, and then I'm going to throw right back in the middle of the field, like the no-no of quarterbacking, and they completed it.
It did complete work, yep. And there was a little bit of that going on at the game, where some Miami had pretty soft coverage, but... Yeah, it was awesome to see Miami beat Buffalo. I don't know what else to say about it.
Josh throws a pick in the end zone, and then he had a fumble on a QB sneak, which looked like he was going to break away for a touchdown.
Yes, it did. Miami just stayed playing physical.
Hey, and that's what you want to see for a coach that's on the hot seat too.
Yes.
Again, this might not save McDaniel's job. We won't know till the end of the season.
I did
But
read a report today though that the owner really does want to keep McDaniel. He believes
that's
in
good.
McDaniel. It's going to come down to how his players are playing for him the rest of the season, basically. But I have not seen any players quit yet, and Miami's had some pretty bad games.
Well,
I thought after Baltimore last weekend, like, oh God, we're going to see some players giving up. But
especially after the second half that you guys had against Baltimore,
yes.
where it didn't look good, and then you have Buffalo's coming in after the big win against Kansas City, and you're thinking, okay, they're getting ready to really stomp on them now, and it's like, nope.
Thought it was going to be, and especially with Tua throwing a pick on the first drive, it's like, oh God.
Yep. But hey, you guys got the dub. Buffalo is, I think their window's like shut. Their Super Bowl window, it's shut. Especially with New England now starting to kind of take that next leap.
Yep.
And I mean, Cody,
I don't think New England takes I think New England is going to be. I think it's going to be. I think that the division right now could be more like an AFC North, where there's 2 or 3 good teams in it,
and the Jets. Hey, but about the Jets, they've won 2 in a row.
They sure have.
That's all I got. That's all I got on that. There's nothing else to talk about.
Fields had 50 yards passing.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally all we need. That's all we're talking about for that game.
But yeah, I do, because I don't think they're as dominant as like where they were with the Belichick Brady era.
No,
Vrabel. Vrabel's a very good coach.
Yeah, but he's not the defensive mind that Belichick was.
Right. It's a competitive division for a long time, I think now. Or if Buffalo stays competitive.
Yep. Nope.
Miami is going to be a crapshoot every year too. I'm gonna hope for the best for them because I'm a Dolphins fan, but who knows?
But yeah, hey, at least you still got the Jets in the division though, so that's good.
Thank God for the Jets.
Hey, speaking of the AFC North, Baltimore wins again.
Yep.
Now after Pittsburgh getting beat on Sunday night, they're only a game back.
Yeah, they actually have the best odds of winning the division.
Hey, I was talking to Ashton yesterday. That Thanksgiving Day matchup gets fun now with Burrow potentially coming back.
Yeah.
Since he's only a game behind Baltimore.
That's true.
So
that's very true.
I mean, so we could see Burrow versus Lamar have a little fun on Thanksgiving night. That might have been the worst game I think I've seen Justin Jefferson play as a pro.
He did not show up. And he also did not give a lot of effort on a pick.
Which is weird because usually he gives max effort. And so I don't know what's all going on there. If it's just the frustration's finally boiling over. And this is for a guy that's never shown any diva stuff before. And this is the first time. McCarthy had some good, some bad, just kind of what you expect out of a young guy. And from my personal thoughts, I think he needs to learn not to throw the ball a million miles an hour every time.
Yeah.
There were a couple times where he was throwing it just 5-yard passes, and he decided, you know what, I'm going Brett Favre, and I'm just going to throw a rocket ball right here. And then Minnesota shot themselves in the foot. They had a big fumble on a kickoff return and basically killed all their momentum. Now, I'm going to just a little segue here, but because you were asking me a question, I think it was Sunday morning, and only because this is Baltimore and the Vikes. Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry, who do you take? Who's the better running back?
AP all day.
Okay, thank you. I agree.
I just saw that one of those things on Twitter or Twitter or Instagram or something where they were name 5 or 10 running backs better than, and the guy's I can do 10 running backs better than AP, and I didn't agree with a lot of the ones that they said, because I think of AP as a top 10 all time.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go top 5 probably, but top 10.
Well,
all time.
I'm gonna steal a word that you used in our text message. Generational.
Yes.
That's what he is.
And this is me, a Texas fan, saying this about an Oklahoma running back.
And this is me saying
Again,
this about a Vikings running back
exactly.
as a Packers fan.
Yes, dude, you guys
But
have had two of the best in your division.
how about three? Barry
Oh,
Sanders and Walter Payton.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. I had Barry Sanders in my head. I didn't, and then Walter Payton. Yep.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, it's AD all day. I mean, Henry was considered a bust after his first like 2 years, basically. And then he had that one crazy playoff. He had the 99-yard touchdown run. And then he had the crazy playoff run. Where they go to the AFC Championship game against Mahomes and stuff, and that kind of sent his trajectory going another way.
Kind of like
But
Marshawn Lynch had his career do the same thing from one
yep,
play.
with the Beastquake run. Yep,
Yes. Yep.
100%.
Nobody
100%.
remembers that these guys were not considered good. They were like I still think that Trent Richardson was one big play away from turning his career around.
Yep.
Like,
but then he became blind and it could never be fixed ever again. But like, I mean, Marshawn wasn't bad when he was in Buffalo.
No,
just
he wasn't.
But then
they made him all of a sudden he was the best running back in the league.
Well, and then they were talking about, oh, maybe he's a Hall of Famer and stuff. It's like, no. After he got to Seattle, it's like, no. He just had a couple iconic runs, but no.
It was good. They should have handed him the ball.
Would have stopped Tommy from winning another ring. But oh well. I hated the Legion of Boom. I hated Richard Sherman. I was happy to see them lose.
Yeah, I bet you were. I was not happy to see New England win.
Ever. Okay, so Cody, let's run down some more games here. Carolina lays an egg.
Yeah, that was not expected from me.
Same here.
Cause I don't know.
Yeah. Jacksonville blows a 19-point fourth quarter lead to Davis Mills.
Are you falling off that sunshine train yet, or are you still on it?
I might be the only one on it, but we're taking water. Like on Sunshine Island, I'm climbing up the palm trees right now trying to stay above water.
My God, because he looks like he looks so good, and then the game comes on the line and he freezes.
Yep.
I did not expect from his. I thought he was going to be a generational quarterback, honestly, from his, was it rookie or freshman year in college when he won the Natty against Alabama. I was like,
against Tua. Yep.
This is a dude.
Like, he's what everybody thought what Andrew Luck was going to end up being if Luck's career hadn't been shortened. But now, it's not good, not great.
No, I don't
good
know.
Good win for.
Who would you compare him to, like, career-wise? It's a good.
Eli before Eli won the reins.
Okay. Ryan Leaf?
No, I wouldn't quite go Leaf yet. Would not quite go Ryan Leaf yet. Yeah, I would say maybe Phillip.
Phillip Rivers, yeah, that's where. But Phillips had more accolades, I think.
I know. That's why I would say Eli pre-reins. In all honesty, because if you look at Eli's record, it's not good outside of those two.
Dude literally got benched.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not good. But big one for Houston. Keep their playoff wins alive, or hopes alive. Might get TJ Stroud back if his brain's not totally scrambled. Seattle completely annihilated Arizona.
Yeah.
Sammy's playing good ball.
It's the whole thing in Arizona is not looking good. I don't know what's really going there, but like they say they're starting Jacoby Brissett, and then the next day they're like, "Oh yeah, Kyler Murray's injured." Like, why wouldn't you do it the opposite?
Oh, because Call of Duty Black Ops 7 just came out, so Kyler's going to be playing that. But yeah, no, Darnold's playing at a very high. Like he's maybe fourth in the MVP conversation. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm at the point right now where I think I was wrong on him, and maybe the Jets were the problem. There's been there's been moments of like, that's the Sam Darnold I remember, but like, he also doesn't see the ghosts like he used to. Like, he doesn't fall apart after a bad play like he used to.
That is true. We're going to have a really good test of that this weekend when they're playing the Rams. because I still have seen some moments where, like the Texans game,
Yes,
Darnold looked bad. He really didn't look good
but
at
like
all.
I'm not. You're right, but so did Brady at times. So did
That's
Luck
true.
at
That
times.
is very
So
true.
did man. Like
Yep,
I'm
that
not
is true.
saying that he's them, but like he's better than I thought he was.
Yeah, I mean, it just takes coaching too. Like you
Yeah.
got to find the right coach. Speaking of the Rams, they beat the Niners. They're the best team in football right now, and I don't even think it's
Yes.
close. I mean, actually, I
I
lied.
think
Maybe Seattle might be in the
I was gonna say
conversation.
gonna, Seattle's gonna be a good test for them this week.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a
and
fun game.
that's not even the national window game.
I
Like
know.
that's the sucky part. But the thing is, the only thing you could have done is flexed it to Monday night, but they're not going to move Dallas off of Monday night at all.
No, they should because Dallas sucks. But
Exactly. And then I think Brock Purdy's going to get a starting job back. I think his injury slash benching is done.
did you see them asking Tom Brady who they should start?
No, I didn't see that.
They asked him, "Do you ride the hot hand or do you put Purdy back in?"
What do you say?
Ride the hot hand. He's like, "What do you think I'm gonna say?"
Oh yeah. Because see, I was gonna I had a little prediction here that whoever doesn't win that starting job for the future is gonna be the new New York Jets starting quarterback next year, and I could really see it.
I think Mac Jones is gonna be the
Jets.
Jets quarterback.
Yeah, because they have too much money
Is he gonna
tied up
start?
in Brock.
Is he gonna start the whole like I'm gonna play in every team in the
Yep. So he'll be in Miami in what, 3 years?
5?
Okay. And then Buffalo as soon as Josh is done?
Yeah,
Okay, that's fair.
so 2.
Okay. But
I'm just hoping
yeah.
Allen's done it too. Because that
But
dude's so good. Team
yeah.
sucks. He's good.
Matthew Stafford, very good as well, by the way.
Dude has aged like a fine wine.
He has.
I think he's gotten better the last couple of years.
I think he has too, and that's a scary thing.
Just, he's always been one
Yeah.
of my favorites.
I know. Well, again, he was in my division, but Detroit always sucked. Like,
Right.
never really had to worry about him outside of like 3. There was a 3-year stretch where Detroit was a playoff team. That was it.
Yeah.
Cody, by the way, that whole afternoon wave sucked. Like, there was nothing competitive because then Detroit kills Washington, and with Dan Campbell calling plays, something to watch. Because don't get me wrong, they killed Washington. That's all good. They step up on big time at weight class this weekend when they play Philly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how much this helps.
That should be a fun game. That should be a physical game.
Oh, it's one of the games I've been looking forward to all year. It's gonna be a bloodbath in the trenches.
It's the game I wanted to see in the NFC Championship last year. But
when both sides were healthy, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. Speaking of bloodbath, Sunday night was a bloodbath for quarterbacks because both Herbert and Rodgers got killed.
They did. The Chargers came out looking the better team, but like it was an ugly game.
Yeah, both teams still. Yeah, all primetime games this past week were bad.
Yeah,
like it was just not.
Well, I'm gonna say that Atlanta, if you consider the Atlanta, that ended up being a good game, fun game.
Yeah,
to
that
watch.
is true. That is true. But yeah,
but
Chargers get big win.
All of the primetime games on U.S. soil were awful.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. But yeah, Chargers get a big win. Pittsburgh, I think, is in trouble. They're in deep trouble. And then Cody, we go to Monday night.
Do they make 500 this year?
No,
I don't.
I don't think I had them making 500 before the year started. Like I think I might have had them at 8-9. I think that's about what they go. They'll find a way, but I think they'll play Baltimore for the AFC North title week 18, and they'll lose that game, and that's where they fall below 500.
Okay.
So, okay, Cody. So Monday night, Philly and Green Bay played a game. Philly won 10-7. Both coaches did not coach well.
No, 0-0 halftime.
Yep. Love had a big fumble right before halftime. You can't
Yep.
do that.
That
That's my one big critique from Jordan last night. You cannot do that.
that was very bad.
Not saying McManus was going to make the field goal because Green Bay needs to make a change at kicker as well.
There's somebody available.
I know. I really wonder where he goes. He's going somewhere.
Is it this week that he's?
Yep, he's available as of right now. This minute, he's available. Something to keep an eye on.
Get your massage parlors ready, people.
Yep. But I don't know. I think Dan Orlovsky pointed this. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Game. No, that was just an ugly game.
Because Dan Orlovsky pointed this out, I think, on the Pat McAfee show today. Every time the Packers have a second down, they're running the football. Every freaking time. They're no matter if it's 2nd and 10, 2nd and 7, 2nd and 5, like their play calling is so freaking predictable.
Which is really strange because, like, I think I remember hearing it on a broadcast this week. Was with Aaron Rodgers when they had like a 2nd and 1, he considered that a free play, like a shot time to take a shot because you can get a 3rd and 1, you can get a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, like.
Exactly.
Those aren't the hardest play. So why not take a deep shot when they're not expecting it?
Well, and here's the stupid thing. So the Packers, after 5 games, the Packers ranked 3rd in the NFL in play action rate, and Jordan Love had a 128 passer rating during that time. In the 4 games since, they ranked 29th in play action usage. Like, the effectiveness hasn't fallen off. It's just they don't run it at all.
They don't do it, yeah.
And it's like, even the big play at the end of the game, which I watched from the All-22, Josh Jacobs should have actually just kept running where he was supposed to, because they would have gotten a first down if he would have ran it left. You know, that Philly knew exactly what play was coming, because, again, the Packers are ultra predictable. But, like, if you go out of the gun, that's not as predictable, because what do a lot of teams run in that scenario, Cody? Just that little play-action boot. Yeah. Where, you know, they like where they flash out the running back too, or they'll flash out the tight end. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I woke up this morning and I actually felt more optimistic than I probably should, because I still think they're just a smidge off, and I think the only thing is that Green Bay's offensive line is probably the worst I've seen in I don't know how many years. Like, this is the one thing I'm not used to seeing is their offensive line looks like the Dolphins. Offensive line, that's not good.
No, that's not a good thing.
I mean, and that's
actually Miami's supposed to be getting a offensive lineman back, by the way. I'm pretty excited about.
All right, that's good. But that's part of the reason why Love has kind of struggled, is that he only has maybe about a second, and then his offensive line is Swiss cheese. It's not.
It's almost like that's an issue for teams.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, and then it doesn't help. Last night, like, biggest drive of the game, they have Josh Jacobs kind of leak out when he acts like he's going to block, and he turns the wrong way.
Yeah, he had a lot of yards if he turns the right way.
I know. And then a couple plays later, they have 2 guys run into each other. Like, Green Bay does everything in their power each game to shoot themselves in the foot. If they can just clean up those...
Stop.
They do.
Every game. They... Stop. You guys have been successful for decades. Shut up.
Okay, this year, Cody. I'm talking about this year. I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about this year. I mean, heck, even on the last... If they would have gotten the... if Jacobs would have ran it and gotten the first down, they would have got called back for an illegal formation penalty.
Yeah.
Like, they did so many stupid things where they can't get out of their own way. But they're still only half a game out of first place in the division. Like, and my words always are...
Half? Why a half?
I hate that stupid tie. But my words always are, you can't tell what any team is going to be until after we get to Thanksgiving. That's when you always know, okay, because that's when the injuries start to pile up or teams start to get healthy. And that's when you really know, okay, who has stuff figured out and who doesn't.
I'm not gonna agree completely. You can't find out any, because like you can find out the bad teams before then.
That's true. But I mean, like, the really good team, like your true contenders, you can't figure out. That's more what I mean. Sorry. Also, I want to say something that I texted you this last night. Charles Tillman should be in the Hall of Fame, strictly because of the peanut punch. Because that guy has changed the way.
Yes,
what
100%.
doing?
I just found something and I was trying to find. I bought an Apple Pen like years ago. I'm trying to find the charge. I have like a bucket of things that the charger could be in here, but I don't find it. Anyway, I'm fidgety.
I can tell, but no, Peanut Tillman should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Dolphins
also
used it twice.
Saquon Barkley's like not great. I mean, I know he had the big catch and run, but he's not.
He's not right. He's not the same as he was last year. Not even close.
No. Also, AJ Brown, I think, wanted to read more when he was on the sideline because he didn't have a good game. Devontae Smith had one big catch. It was a very big catch for a touchdown. Which if Christian Watson does that on the first drive of the freaking game, Green Bay probably scores instead of. I don't know why he tried to play defense because the ball hit him in the back of the head. Again, it's like that's what I mean. Just the little things. If they can just clean those up, they will be fine. But they're also going to get some weapons back, hopefully within the next couple weeks, outside of Tucker Kraft. So,
yeah, that sucks. Losing Tucker Kraft sucks because he was becoming a top
5 tight end.
Yes, top 3, top 4, top 5 for sure.
Yeah, not quite the whole top 2, not 2 realm yet.
No,
which I always like to say Devontae was in, but we're not there yet. But again, if we do not show up against the Giants, then I might officially start. Then I might start pushing the panic button. Yeah. But we're not there yet.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, but again, I still think they got to clean up some things because they don't. LaFleur's probably going to get fired. In all honesty, if they keep looking inept like how they are right now,
they're not growing right now.
No,
and that's what you don't want to see a team regressing in the 4th season
for Love.
No, for
LaFleur.
LaFleur.
No, this is like 8.
Is it
7
really?
8. Yeah, 2019 was his first year.
Wow.
Yeah, so 7, year 7. But again, the big thing for him, he needs to stop being conservative and just do what he did against Pittsburgh. Let Love cook.
Yeah.
Because they did that and the offense looked really good. Because at one point last night, the Packers had thrown the ball 6 times and had ran it 16. That's all I gotta say.
Well, hey, that's following more of the Shanahan plan.
Yeah. As I said, less Shanahan, more McVay. That's what we need.
Yeah.
But again, I still think, in all honesty,
sometimes I think Miami needs more
Shanahan and less
McVay.
Less
McVay.
Yeah. They showed that this past week.
Yes. Achane had 174 yards on the ground or something like that.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing what happens.
That dude is lightning in a bottle.
He makes fast guys look not fast. Yeah.
Look at that maggot run.
I was watching that movie the other day. It's also watching Remember the Titans as well.
Nice.
I love those movies. Okay, so anything else NFL wise you want to touch on? I'm done ranting about the Packers, so
not from this week. I think we are ready for our Trey Skull picks of the week. I'm looking for a new advertisement for Trey Skull because Scott is actually branching out. Branching because if you ever look at his symbol, it's a tree.
Nice.
Anyway, but he is branching out and he is starting. He's already kind of started, but he's doing more handyman work. So if you need a handyman in the Decorah area, call. Well, I don't have a number for you yet. He does have a new business line, but he's also still doing his beautiful hardwood woodworking, where he's doing, he's still making all of that, but he's also going to be doing some handyman work, which he's done in the past. He's actually done some work at my in-laws' house. Done a lot of work there, done a lot of trim work and stuff, and so look him up on Facebook. I will get a better advertisement in a week or two. But look up Trey Skull for all of your home fixer-upper needs.
That was a good little ad read you had there, Cody.
Yeah, I made it up on the fly. Could you tell?
I know. I know. That's what I mean. That was actually really good.
Thank you. I try. I
Okay,
love
so
Scott, by the way. He's been like my best friend since ninth grade. That's a
nice,
long time ago.
nice. Cody, my lead's down to 5.
I know.
I don't like this.
I do.
I can feel the pressure getting to me, and I'm not even doing anything.
But you know what? I will say something. I was at the point where I was going to not pick the Dolphins anymore. Like, I was just going to pick against them every week. I can't do that now. How do I do? They're going to make it tough on me.
And watch, that's going to end up costing you the title in the long run.
Whatever.
Okay. Cody, Thursday Night Football. I know you're looking forward to this.
Oh, I can't wait.
Are you ballsy enough to pick the Jets on the road at New England?
I am not. I am ballsy enough. I'm not stupid enough.
Okay.
Patriots.
That game will be close, by the way, because all Thursday night divisional matchups have been close.
And yeah, I mean, these teams are built to beat each other. And Thursday night football is stupid. And
yeah, well, I mean, the Jets are built to beat themselves as well.
That is true.
Way too many times.
Is very true. I love to watch that. But Commanders at Dolphins.
Well, it might be but we're in Madrid.
We are in Madrid.
Let's see. Jane Daniels not playing. Scary Terry not playing. What were you gonna
say? And doesn't like McDaniel kind of like fit into Brazil? It just looks like he's gonna.
Wait, you mean Spain?
Spain. Yes.
Is he gonna go run with the Bulls?
He looks like he might.
I think he could. I think he would. Like, I think if you said, "Hey, Mike, let's go run with the Bulls," I think he would be like, "Cool."
Yeah, let's do it.
Cody, I think your Dolphins win again.
I agree.
By the way, too, and I didn't realize that he wasn't doing this already. Dan Quinn's going to start calling the defense for.
I did
Washington.
See that.
That's interesting, because for those who don't know, Dan Quinn was the architect behind the Legion of Boom in Seattle. Mm-hmm. So that's just something to watch.
He's not happy with something going on there.
Yeah, which, I mean, in all honesty, the way their defense has been playing, I can understand.
I can get it, yeah.
So Cody, speaking of a team that Dan Quinn used to coach, he used to coach the Falcons. They might or might not have blown a big lead in the Super Bowl once upon a time. They host Carolina.
Carolina is seeming inept right now.
Yep.
So that's the type of game they'll probably win, but I'm going to be picking Atlanta.
As will I, and I think about the same way you are. Like, Bryce Young could throw for 404 tutties, and it would not shock me one bit.
Yeah. Which, well, I mean, like, because the Falcons' defense is actually pretty good, but...
Yeah. I mean, they kept Danny Dimes in check. They just couldn't bottle up Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Which is not good facing Rico Dowdle. So we'll see what Rigo runs for.
Tampa at Buffalo.
This is put up or shut up week for Buffalo. I think they win.
I do too. I hate to say it, but I do have Buffalo.
Okay. So we're in agreement so far.
So far. I don't think it's going to change on this one.
Texans, Titans.
Give me the not home team. The away Texans.
Give me the should-be Houston Oilers against the team that, I don't know, I think the last couple of years they've worn the Houston Oilers.
Do you think
uniforms.
They're done? They're stopping it? I think I read that.
Hallelujah. They should. They should not be allowed to wear those uniforms. Houston shouldn't be allowed to wear their uniforms either because theirs are
ugly.
Atrocious. I've talked about this many times.
So wait, who are you picking?
I'm picking the Texans.
Okay.
No, the Titans are...
Yeah.
They're going to try to do something that hasn't been done since the Jags and have back-to-back number one picks strictly on merit.
They earned that. That's awesome.
Just hopefully they don't do what the Jags did and screw up the number one pick the second time. Because the Jags took Trayvon Walker instead of this Hutchinson guy.
Aiden Hutchinson is kind of a dude.
Yeah. Now he's a pain in my Side.
You were thinking ass. I'm gonna tell you. Your mom is gonna find out you thought ass.
No, it's
Do
actually
swear words? Do swear words even like pop up in your head?
no.
Fuck.
That's you say one right there.
I did.
And speaking of my wonderful mother, her Vikings host the Bears.
God, that's a tough game to pick, honestly.
I really don't think it is.
Give me the Queens.
We're on the same wavelength, Cody. I think the Bears are, like I said, I think they win 1 or 2 games the rest of the year. Heck, the Vikings could win 1 or 2 games the rest of the year too, and this might be their one.
Yeah.
But the Bears are not good. They're really not. Which is going to be funny.
But like, I don't
crash.
I agree that they're not good, but I don't think the Vikings are very good either.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, I just think they're better than Chicago. Speaking of not good.
The Packers at the Giants. Who are you taking, Andy?
I'm going to take my team. I hope we win by a lot. We struggle at the. Here's the stupid thing. We struggle at the Meadowlands. We lost to Tommy Cutlets a couple years ago.
Yeah, but Tommy Cutlets ain't as bad as Russ right now.
I know. I hope Russ plays. I really hope Russ plays because he's never played well against Green Bay. He never has, actually.
Didn't he have a touchdown at the end of a game?
Yeah, he threw 4 picks that game.
Did he get the victory? I just
don't even talk to me about
And he ended a lockout.
Don't even talk to me about any. You know who Green Bay's supposed to play? So if the season ended today, we're supposed to go to Seattle for the playoffs.
That's awesome.
I hate that place so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm curious to hear where you're going on this one. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. That's the Old Man Bowl again.
It is. Good God, give me. I gotta go with the Steelers.
Same.
I don't like this, Andy. We're on the same wavelength right now.
That might change, Cody. That might change.
All right. LA, the Chargers at Jacksonville. Who you got, Andy?
I got the team that didn't blow a 30-0 lead in the playoffs one time.
They did blow a 19-point lead this last week.
Cody, we're on the island. I will die on this island.
I hope it's this week. So I am taking the Chargers as much as I hate.
You took Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh. I can't believe it.
Have you seen Sunshine?
That's true. Okay, I'm curious where you go with this next one then. Game of the week. Well, maybe not necessarily game of the week. Seattle at the Rams.
This is a hard one to pick. This was probably the hardest game for me to thinking of.
And also look at how Seattle's been on the road compared to home. They actually have surprisingly been very good on the road.
But I think I just have to go with the MVP of the league right now and give me the Rams.
Give me old Graybeard as well. Give me Matt Stafford and McVay.
Yeah. Is Stafford and they have to be like the same age, right? I'm pretty close.
I think so. Stafford might even be a year older. I don't know.
It's insane. This is another.
Okay.
Niners at the Cardinals.
Niners.
Yeah.
The Ravens at the team that they kind of stole from.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Yeah, give me Ravens over the Browns.
Are they going to be putting Shador in soon, you think?
Yes, I think after Thanksgiving. If not by Thanksgiving.
I don't know. I don't think that he's good, but I don't think...
Oh, I don't think so either.
I don't think
Gabriel has shown you nothing. There's been no improvement at all.
Right.
And so where's Stefanski coaching next year? Because obviously he won't be there. Is he going to be in New York? Not the Jets, obviously, but the Giants.
Right. there's a yes or yeah.
Would you take him in Miami, hypothetically, if they can McDaniel?
Don't want to think they're gonna can
I
McDaniel.
know. I know. I'm
I
just
would.
just
I would. Yes, but at the same time, I'm not sure because of the fact like he hasn't improved things there.
yeah. Actually, I was just thinking. I know a perfect place for him to go. Be with a young quarterback. Go to Atlanta because I think Raheem Morris is going to get fired, especially due to his clock management incompetence. It's bad. It's so bad. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of coaches are bad. He might be the worst.
Yeah, but at least he didn't like. I love McDaniel, but he gave up a penalty and a timeout before the game even started on Sunday.
That's
So
that's great. That's great,
and a
right?
win.
Okay, let's get back on track. Patty Mahomes against Bo Nix.
I have to think. I think the Broncos have been fun, but I they can only survive so long. Like you know like you can only have so many comebacks. You can only have like eventually that a better
Luck
team
runs
just
out.
a
Yeah.
better team just beats you. And I think the Chiefs are kind of backed into a corner right now. They're like, okay, we have to like start playing well to get in, like to have
Yeah,
a
because they're
chance
on
to
the
make the
outside.
playoffs.
They're on the
They're on
outside
the
looking
outside
in right
looking
now.
in right now. Yep.
Yeah.
So give me
Um,
the chefs.
I think Denver is like last year's Minnesota, like where they're just skinning by, skinning by, skinning by, and then when they finally run into a train, they're gonna get just completely walloped. Not saying Kansas City's that train yet, but it's Mahomes.
It's the little engine that could is chugging it in there.
Yep, and this locomotive's getting ready to start gaining some steam. So, okay, Cody, heavyweight fight,
Yes.
Lions Eagles.
Another very, very tough game to pick.
Yep,
Probably the game I'm looking forward to the most so far this year.
same, hands down,
Uh,
same.
Other than this last weekend's Dolphins game. But going into that, I was not very enthusiastic.
Yep,
I think a lion can beat an eagle in a fight. So give me the
I think you're right.
Lions.
The key to beating the Lions is to make Jared Goff uncomfortable. I think Philly can
I
do
feel
that,
like can do that.
especially the Lions' interior offensive line, not great. Jalen Carter, very good. Also, Jalen Phillips had a pretty good game
He
last
did,
night.
but I don't know if you noticed this. He still did not get a sack. Like he is
That is true.
the king of pressure, but he does not. I love the guy. It sucks that he left Miami,
Hey, by the
but
way, did you see they finally called the false start on a quarterback sneak last night?
I did. How did you make that? How did that make you feel?
Well, considering we got on by with one and they got on by with one earlier, I'm thinking maybe okay, then if Philly had the chance to run the tush push again, maybe they would call it, but they never ran it again, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But but yeah, no, I got Philly, so we disagree
Okay.
on that one too. Okay, so that's two. Um, I'm assuming we both have Dallas, right?
We do
Okay. Why is this game on Monday night?
because
Who even before the
Dallas.
I know, but who even before the year started decided, you know what? This is a good idea of a game to have
Right.
on in prime time. Like, who thought the Raiders were prime time worthy? Like Dallas, I can understand, but who
Yes.
thought the Raiders were prime time worthy?
I don't think Geno Smith thought that they were going to be should be playing on prime time.
Do you think Pete Carroll even knows that they're playing football still? Or
This time next year he won't.
yeah, I agree. I don't think he makes it
I
another year.
I don't think he makes it another year, and I don't think if he does get a can, I don't think anybody else gives him a chance.
Okay, got one little fun tangent for you, and then we'll get into our top five. Who has a better chance at coaching at this point next season, Pete Carroll or Bill Belichick? Late night big questions.
That is a good question. Does college count for Belichick, or are you talking about NFL?
No. College counts for Bill.
I think
I can
Belichick
even.
then.
I think so too.
I don't think Carroll survives this year, and I don't think anybody hires him unless he were
Same.
to go to like take over for Trent Dilfer or something like that. You know that Dilfer like a D2 or was it?
Yeah. No, he was at
It was a
UAB,
D. Okay.
but now Dilfer. I mean, Alex Mortensen. I don't know how they've done. I know they won the one game after he got fired. I don't know how they've done since then. But
Yeah.
maybe after Lincoln Riley leaves, Pete goes back to USC.
He's like 82. Let just retire, man. Go enjoy time.
I know. I don't know. I agree with you though. I think Bill does only because his girlfriend tells him that he can't retire yet.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not until I have to get on my own health insurance and have to get off my parents,
Yep, that's exactly it.
which is like 3 more years.
Yep. That's so. I still just want to know how. Like, really, how?
Well, I think her parents had let her stay up late enough to watch that COVID draft, and they saw him just chilling with his dogs, and she's like, I want that puppy.
You're probably right. Because yeah, that's all I want to know. Just how? How did this happen? That's all I want to know. Who
Like you
swiped
looking
right?
for pointers.
Who swiped right? That's all I want to know.
I wasn't Belichick. He doesn't. He still got a flip phone.
Or so he says. Watch. He's actually about as tech savvy as you know.
That'd be funny. He's just like got like a completely digitalized house and
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just the man behind the hoodie. That's what he is. Okay, Cody. Should we dive into our top five now that we've made our picks, or do you have anything else you want to touch on?
Don't what? One of them must not have saved. What one didn't save? Oh, they all saved. No, I'm ready for our top five.
Okay, so Cody, before we get into our top five, just a reminder to everybody out there that our top five is brought to you by the boys at Lick Tags, Lawn Care, and Snow Removal. Cody, do you have your snowblower all up to tip top shape?
It's ready to go.
All right,
I
that's
have
good
the
because
easiest one in the world to winterize because the gas tank leaks, so
nice,
it's empty every
nice,
time I use it.
nice. Because whether you need to get your snowblower ready, or heck, if you just want somebody to come pick up your leaves, Lick Tags are your guys. Give them a call at 563-203-4238 and tell them that the boys at the Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you there.
That's us.
Yeah, what Cody said. That's us.
So we kind of just briefly touched on it. The Jalen Phillips trade deadline just ended. There was a few big trades in the NFL. Jalen
The
Phillips.
Jets, yeah, the Jets have like 90 first round picks now.
Yeah, they're still going to jet him.
Yeah,
because they traded away Sauce Gardner to the Colts for 2 firsts next year's and this year's and next year's, and
yep.
then they also traded away Quinn Williams for a second and a first, or
that sounds right.
Yeah. The Dolphins traded away Jalen Phillips to the Eagles for a third. What other big ones were there?
Oh, there's one off the top of my head. Why can't I think of it? I can envision it too. Okay, I don't know. I can't. I guess I can't think of it off the top of my head. But
anyway, so we're just kind of talking about some of the biggest trades in sports history as our top five,
or at least what we think are our top five biggest trades. So
I'm gonna say my number 5 is the when the Carolina Panthers sent Christian McCaffrey to the San Francisco 49ers, that they gave up the 49ers gave up second, third, and a fourth round pick in the next draft, plus a fifth round in the year after that. That's a lot for a running back, but
Yeah. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't like the trade from San Francisco's perspective because, I mean, they were just plug and play any running back they wanted to,
yeah,
and that guy was going to get whatever they wanted.
yeah, because like Raheem Mostert was doing fantastic. Well, the Dolphins had like three running backs that did pretty well for them,
Yep.
all from San Francisco.
Yep.
So
But,
Jeff
yeah, and then they get
Wilson,
McCaffrey, and he's completely, I don't know, turned their offense upside down. Like, he's added such
yeah,
another dimension to their offense
it,
that's
it was.
insane.
I actually think it was a pretty good pick for them. Like
Oh, I know. I think
in
now.
retrospect, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cody, my number 5, we're going to go to the world of the NHL, where Wayne Gretzky in 1988 was traded from the Edmonton Oilers to the Los Angeles Kings in a deal that included the Oilers received $15 million in cash, 2 players, and 3 future first-round picks for Gretzky and then 2 other players.
I think you keep Gretzky. If you go looking back and you just keep Gretzky. He
Well,
was
simple as this.
pretty good.
Edmonton hasn't won the Stanley Cup since. Gretzky went to one. Like, him and the Kings went to one in 93, and they lost to Montreal, I believe.
Okay.
But, yeah, when you trade a guy named the Great One, you're more times than not gonna win that trade.
Right. All right. So my number 4 is actually Jared Goff Stafford trade in 2021.
Yep.
I should probably just look it up.
I think it was just a straight up trade.
No.
Oh, was it?
No. The Rams got Matt Stafford. The Lions got Jared Goff, the 2021 third round pick, the 2022 and 23 first round pick of the Lions.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
And I actually think that it was a haul. The Lions gave up a lot, but it worked out for both teams really well, actually. I think the Lions have been the most competent they've ever been in their entire history, and the Rams went on to win a Super Bowl that next year.
Yep. And now they're basically the Super Bowl favorites at this point.
Yeah, they're definitely contenders. Both teams are contenders right now.
Oh yeah.
Two of the top 4 teams in the NFC.
Yeah, you're right. The rare win-win trade.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Goff resurrected his career. Like, I mean that.
And now, I mean, he has Detroit fans chanting his name every chance they get.
Yeah.
So. All right, Cody, my number 4, we're going to the world of the NBA. This was just straight up player for player trade where the Chicago Bulls acquired one Dennis Rodman for Will Perdue from the San Antonio Spurs prior to the 95-96 season.
Okay.
Because the Bulls need some help defensively after losing Horace Grant, and especially with this guy named Michael Jordan coming back to play basketball. So you have MJ, you have Pittman, and you got Dennis Rodman.
Rodman was a character.
Yes, he was. Very much so.
Wore a dress on the cover of a magazine.
Yep. And once upon a time was partying in Vegas with Carmen Electra, and then I think showed up for a playoff game maybe the next day, or just a game the next day, later that day. I don't know. It's such a weird cat.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to segue your dress-wearing player for a player that was on a wedding dress on the Sports Illustrated after the I don't remember what year, 98 maybe? 90 the 99, 98, 99 when the Washington Redskins traded away or received all of the Saints picks for Ricky Williams, and they put Ditka and Ricky Williams in a Dick married to Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams is in a wedding dress on the cover of the
Oh my
Sports Illustrated that year.
gosh.
But they gave up in '99 their first, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh rounders, as well as their 2000 first and third for Ricky Williams at number 5.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody making that trade nowadays?
No. Like, draft capital is such a big thing. Like, people think, like, they overvalue draft capital, I think, to in today's NFL, because, like, you still have to make the pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think they value the capital, like what we could get instead of what we're gonna get, type of thing.
Yeah. No, that's true.
But
Okay. So my number 3, we're going to World of Baseball, and this is in 1997. And this is actually not what I was telling you earlier, because I did some research on the Big Poppy thing. Actually, he didn't actually get traded to the Red Sox. He was just signed
okay,
instead of with the Twins. But this one actually does involve the Red Sox, and it was instrumental in them helping break the curse of the Bambino, where they traded for Pedro Martinez from the Montreal Expos.
okay,
And Pedro becomes their ace, ends up starting the All-Star game in '99, where he strikes out the first. I think he struck out the first 6 batters that he
wow,
faced, or all 6 batters that he faced, and then it was very instrumental. I think he was co-MVP of the '04 World Series. Like, and I love, and I will say, I love Pedro as an analyst. He's a TV analyst now for TBS. He's very funny,
okay,
like very much
interesting.
who you would expect as Pedro. But yeah, completely changed the course of the Red Sox franchise, and like I said, helped him break the curse of the Bambino.
Nice. I'm gonna go with another franchise changing trade. My number 2 is the Herschel Walker trade.
Oh, that's a big trade.
That is a very big trade. So the Cowboys got, or from the Cowboys to the Vikings. The Vikings got Herschel Walker. The From the Vikings to the Cowboys, they got 5 players: Jesse Solomon, David Howard, Isaac Holt, Alex Stewart, and Darren Nelson, and a total of 18 draft picks over the next several years. They picked they picked key players like Emmitt Smith, Darren Woodson, Russell Maryland.
Holy mother mercy!
Yeah, the Cowboys waived, cut, or traded some of those players, and received even more picks, from that too. So it was, and I think Walker was kind of not that good for them.
Oh, for Minnesota? No, he was
Right.
completely non-existent.
Played 8 more seasons in the NFL, but only had one 1,000-yard season.
Dane. Yeah, the great trade robbery,
Yeah.
and of course it happens in Minnesota. Couldn't happen to a better franchise.
I bet you disagree.
Okay, so Cody, my number 2, we're going back to baseball, and I kind of just was touching on this a little bit. It's a little bit of a precursor with the whole Pedro stuff, but it is the trade or the sale of one George Herman Babe Ruth from the Boston Red Sox to the New York Yankees, where at the time Red Sox owner Harry Frazee, who was reportedly experiencing financial difficulties and wanted to fund a Broadway play, sold Ruth to the Yankees for $100,000, a then record at the time. And because of that, became the curse of the Bambino, or started the curse of the Bambino, where the
Oh,
Red Sox then didn't win a World Series for 86 years.
that sucks for them.
Yep. Stupid Yankees.
Um, 1 second.
No, you're good.
I
Okay. Well, Cody will be right back. He's just attending to a personal matter at the time, I believe. Little baby doesn't sound happy. But yeah, there's been a lot of bad trades. I mean, including, like I mentioned earlier, with the Mavericks trading Luka Doncic to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, and it might or might not have cost Nico Harrison his job. Okay, so you ready to wrap this up?
Yep, I am.
Okay, what do you got for number one?
My number one is the Laramie Tunsil trade from the Texans to the Dolphins. Dolphins traded away Laramie Tunsil to the Texans, and at the time it was like the Dolphins got 2 firsts and the second, and they also got a couple players. The Texans got Laramie Tunsil and then wide receiver Kenny Stills and a couple late round picks. But then the Dolphins actually like traded away some of those picks and stuff like that. They traded back, and anyway, it just ended up spiraling into a lot more. They got an extra 4th round pick. I mean, they got moved up a couple.
You guys got a big haul.
We got a huge haul from it. It was, I think the final. So basically, they got cornerback, and that one doesn't like. From it, some of the players that they've got, they just with capital was Tyreek Hill, with a pick that they traded away to the Chiefs, but Bradley Chubb, they had Noah Igbenogany, Jalen Waddle, they had Javon Holland, Channing Tindall, Eric Azukana, Dante Trader. I mean, a lot of it isn't there anymore, but
still at the time.
Yeah. It was a very massive haul at the time.
Yeah. So Cody, my number one, and this is more of a homerism number one.
Mine was too.
But 92, in February of 92, the Packers sent a 1st round pick to Atlanta to get some guy named Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
And completely changed the course of the franchise because Don Majkowski gets hurt later the next year. Favre comes in, and the rest is history.
What did you give up? You gave up
a 1st round pick.
What did they use on him? Do you know what pick he was in the draft?
33.
So okay, 2nd round pick.
Yeah, or was it? Or one that was Favre. Yeah, he was either like 30 or 33, something like that. Like it was a 2nd round pick.
Okay.
But yeah, completely helped turn the tide of the Packers, and obviously now made them one of the more successful franchises since in the last 30 plus years.
100%.
Basically, since I've in my lifetime. So, go Pack, go.
No Pack, no. Yeah, he's one of the most recognizable faces of the NFL ever.
Mm-hmm.
Good and bad.
And he's still beloved in Green Bay.
Yeah.
In all honesty, he is.
Yeah, 100% he is. Should he be?
Yeah, there's some debatable stuff. Maybe not necessarily Mississippi, but
yeah, he's very true.
Yeah, I mean, he does very much care for the welfare, though, of the people of Mississippi. Just Google Brett Favre welfare.
Nice.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for. All right, Cody, any parting words before we wrap this thing up?
What game did I see a defensive tackle play? Was it the Patriots used a defensive tackle to level a couple guys as a fullback?
Yep. Well, and who in that... Was it Sunday night's game, or what game was it? Somebody brought... No, it might have been during the Vikings-Ravens game, where they brought up that Pat Ricard is one of 11 fullbacks in the league, or the Ravens are one of 11 teams that use a fullback. And it's like, more teams need to do that. They're not wrong.
They are not wrong.
What do we say about fullbacks, Cody?
They are people too.
Thank you. So make sure to like, subscribe, rate, review, comment, share.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, all that fun stuff. And I guess other than that, thank you everybody for listening, and we will catch you next week.
Peace.